Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Thursday. It's February the 2nd, 2012. We're going to look at a couple charts today. One of the ones I want to look at is Australia's markets, AORD. This is the only one. It's actually given us a decent pullback that we've been seeing this different markets and having a couple of days to the downside, but they've not actually gone anywhere. They basically moved sideways and then started moving higher again. So we're seeing potential here that if the move to the upside is still actually legitimate, then you could actually see the AORD start to reverse and move to the upside as well. So I want to think about that, and if you are skittish about your short position or looking for an opportunity to go long or something like that, you should keep an eye on the AORD. And one of the things you could do is simply take, let me get out this tools here. One of the things you can do is, because your stop was here when you actually started shorting here, and this range within there, you were shorting within those two periods. So now you've had a nice move to the downside and you continue to move lower. That's fine and dandy as long as she keeps moving lower. I'd keep staying with it, but advance your stop with it so that you no longer have any risk on the table. You've already got a gain on the table, so advance the stop to lock in a minimum gain, and that would eliminate your risk as well. That's the best thing to do there. And like I said, one of the things you can do to clean it up is simply notice that the candlesticks that you're looking at here, you can see the high point of this candlestick, the high point of this one, this one, they're all consecutively lower than the previous. As long as that's the case, as long as you continue to make lower highs individual candlestick wise, you are a very strong move to the downside. But at some point you will get a higher high. When that happens, you can get stopped out if you allow yourself to advance your stop to those high points as she continues to fall lower and lower. Would I be a buyer right now looking at this chart? Absolutely not. Not at this time. Remember what I was talking about in yesterday's video. When you're having your sell-off, you want to look for a situation where your candlestick makes a particular pattern, and you want to see a hammer formation followed by a move higher, a higher high than the previous candlestick. Here, here, and you didn't get that confirmation there, so it just kept falling. You want to let that continue to fall until you get a hammer followed by a series of higher highs, higher than this high here. Once that happens, now you've got a possible reversal. Right now, we're not seeing the candlestick we want, much less a higher series of highs, so I wouldn't be a buyer now. Let's look now at the NASDAQ here in the US. We can see that we are moving higher, making higher highs than we had seen before, and this basically is confirmation that it's not time to be shorting at this particular point in this average, because it's still making higher highs. As long as that's the case, it's obviously not the top. Let it roll over again before you even consider it again. However, would I be a buyer in this situation? No, simply because you have tipped way too far. This is your support line right here. You've extended all this distance from that support line. Do I want to be a buyer here when my supports are way down here? Not me. Maybe you, but not for me. Also notice that this higher high you're seeing here in price activity, let me clean that up so you can get a little better view of it. All right, that higher high in price activity from this close and this close, you can draw a trend line right there. You can see it's pointing up. However, the corresponding price activity on the ultimate oscillator, the momentum indicator here and here, they're trending down still. So what you're seeing here is not this price activity is not being followed. There's no conviction behind it. There's no momentum behind it. When momentum fails, then sooner or later price will fail and it will justify back to the downside in this case. So it's a bearish divergence we want to take note of. Again, I would not chase this market higher. If you've not been to our free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. And God bless. Take care. I got to go to school. We'll see you tomorrow. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.